Alright, we actually have a 1-drop this time, so we will keep that. Maybe keep the Arcane Intellect. No, I think we want more board presence. Let's look for more answers. Yeah, last game, we got off to what looked like a good start, but he drew 3 living bombs before we drew 2. Which one do we play? Before we drew 3 answers, even though we have a lot in the deck, and that was enough to essentially doom us. This can trade more favorably with a Flame Imp, which is a pretty common turn of his, so I think we do this. We want to hero power as much as we can. We want to not let him target this. I don't think we even attack with it. We still want to be able to deal with a Flame Imp or something. Imp Gang Boss will be pretty tough to deal with. That guy. Guess it's 1-drop and ping it.
Bring out your dead.
I think we do this because if he casts a spell, it's likely to kill that anyway. That we're pinging. And trading, I guess. Or you can also trade into that. We want to ping as much as possible though, right?
Bring out your dead. Oh, goody.
I think we trade. Oh no, we shouldn't have. We should have kept it alive so when he does a living bomb we can hit into it. We actually want to keep his minions alive generally. I guess we gotta silence that and just take the 10 from not using up our mana, unfortunately. I don't know why we seem to not be able to draw. We have so many answers in this deck, and yet he gets more living bombs than we get answers. Okay. There are heal bots. I think we don't risk not drawing something we can actually fill out our mana curve with. Okay, that's predictable. I think we should run fireballs actually. He'll probably trade into this anyway. But you know what, we can ping it down this way anyway. Pretty good. Living Bomb. I think we Brewmaster it. I don't know how we're gonna fill out our mana though. Make some sort of trade there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we are guaranteed to be able to use up our mana. Makes the Mountain Giant better. Echo of Medivh looks tempting, but we do have to play this guy.
Stalag kill.
This guy's more valuable because of the healing, so we keep it alive. Hand to this. And use up the rest of our mana. Okay. Another living bomb, how are we gonna deal with? I guess he doesn't have one if he's lava bursting things. Yeah. Okay, so he doesn't yet, so we have sometimes drawing chances. Unfortunately, we don't get to Echo of Medivh. 5 and 4. That'll give us a lot of heal. I think I like this for now. Can also go 5 and 4. But this doesn't give us more so go 8. But then we are kind of screwed. Gives us a lot to play. Might be able to outlast him. Do we ping? We might want to trade it for something. I don't think it's worth pinging.
I serve the Fire Lord.
Damn. Fireball! Where's my fireball? We put both out. Seems pretty SICK to me. We'll get a Thaddeus. 5 and 4. 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 If they somehow die together... We hope if he casts spell it doesn't kill that guy. Oh god, what did I do? Hellfire, interesting. Ah, if they had died together that would have been sweet. Okay, living bombs are coming though, don't get too excited. This looks good, but we don't have a way to deal with the living bomb. We need to draw more cards. He doesn't have any, I guess, which means he's gonna have a lot still. Where are... I want to know... where our answers are. We have a lot of them. At least we have a lot of heal if we do have to take the living bombs. He still doesn't draw them. It's a race. Ooh, Sneeds I kinda like. Might just want to play a second Thaddeus and race him. I think so. They also actually survive the living bomb. The 11 health, amazingly enough. Alright, he finally gets one. We don't have an answer, but we're gonna pummel his face for a lot. Damn. Maybe we just heal. So we do 22, 25, 33 damage. Then he can play Molten Giants. But we will still have 2 11 ones out. We're gonna be down to 13. I think we do some heal, get this out. I think like most of our deck remaining is answers. We have so many, it's crazy. I think we've only had one Youthful Brewmaster, right? I think that's been the only answer so far. Anyway, we win. We were unlucky to draw them, but we were also pretty lucky. I think he only drew 2 the whole game, so most of his are in the bottom of his deck too. So, heal ourselves up a bit more. Okay, Mage takes down Baron Geddon as well. 2 Thaddeus's, proving pretty strong. Let's take a look at the deck. I've reduced the amount of Death Rattle in this type of deck since whatchamacallit. Yeah, you know, I never even saw an Ancient Brewmaster, I'm pretty sure. Remove the amount of Death Rattle I was using in my other decks, because for some reason I kind of thought of him early on as being able to clear a board, therefore you want sticky minions, but he kind of can't, and sticky minions actually make it difficult if you develop a full board as you're trying to play out your mana, to actually play the things that need to save the living bombs, like Spellbreakers, Recombobulators, Youthful Brewmasters, Ancient Brewmasters. So as you can see from that little list, we have 2, 4, 6, 8 answers in our deck. We had drawn 1 by the time we had 10 cards left. So 7 of the last 10 were our answers to living bombs. So it might have looked like we were just lucky, but that he didn't get many living bombs. But the deck generally, you know, it has 8 answers and he has fewer than 8 living bombs. So generally you get ahead of him in terms of having answers to his living bombs. This was kind of a rare exception. It has 6 1-drops to help you not take 10 damage on turn 1. I started preferring Brewmasters to outright silence because having to play the card again is often a good thing for having more options to use up your mana. Arcane Intellect for card draw. Echo of Medivh is great in this matchup because, again, you get a bunch of cards back. Think of it as card advantage, where you have things to spend your mana on again, which is really helpful. Ancient Brewmasters to bounce things that are living bombed. Shredders, always a good 4-drop. Spellbreakers to silence things that are living bombed. Anti-Keelbot to heal up again. Echo of Medivh on that, pretty helpful. Fugan and Stalag. Fugan's a good body, and when they die, they give you Thaddeus, which is a good way to chew down his health pretty quickly. Silencing Thaddeus if he gets living bombed, there's no drawback. Stays a powerful 11-11. We saw in this game, one benefit I didn't even realize is he survives the actual 10 damage living bomb thing. Rag hits stuff for free as usual, and if he's silenced, it's not that bad. He's still an 8-8. Sneed's Old Shredder gives you a second legendary. Mountain Giants I love in this matchup because you can make them worth a different amount of mana depending on whether you play cards before or after it, which can really help you fill out your curve well, and obviously they're big threats for killing him once you have board advantage. That's the deck. Worked on me on the second attempt, I think. Good luck with it too if you try it out. I think it's a pretty strong one against him, especially with Echo of Medivh. I did feel the lack of fireballs at times. Not quite sure what I would take out. Hard to really take out any of these. Sludge Belches sometimes save you. Maybe Sludge Belches, maybe a Sneed. Although having an expensive thing is kind of good. Not too sure, but yeah. I think it's a pretty good deck against him. You'll probably win with it within a few attempts if you do actually use this build. Good luck. See you next time.